Undivided moves in circles, trapped like a wave in a tidal pool. Waves upon waves, the horizon in view, but out of reach. I've been saying that something needs to change. I've been saying that someday I'll change. Undefeated flows like water pulled by the moon. The froth and the brine rise up and touch my skin. I've been saying that something needs to change. I've been wallowing in my own skin.
We have transitioned into the live.
We have
I'm still just watching
transitioned into the
bird
live.
cam.
If you look on the
All
Discord, I'm
bird, all
sharing
cat.
it with you.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching it with the people. I'm watching it live. We'll do it live.
I broke my laptop.
I'm still not. I mean, well, you know what it is? I pressed the button. There it is.
Did you pause it?
I wasn't live yet. I was like a minute behind.
I broke my laptop, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you can see.
Hey, Dark Horse.
Because the cord. Hold on, I have to move bird cam. So because the cord for bird cam is so short, I have to put my laptop on its side for it to reach it. Originally that was taller. So in playing with Emmy, I lightly brushed the laptop enough for it to fall over with it plugged in. So this used to be the part of my laptop that was around where it was plugged in. I have a desktop. This is what the stream's on. My laptop's just so I can get the camera for Birdcam. I put a lot of effort into Birdcam. Remember I had ring lights?
She really has put a lot of effort into Birdcam.
Emmy, do you want to come near me?
I know it's all your sewing stuff, and we went in there recently to get it all, but it looks like your closet has just evicted everything that was inside of it. It was like, goodbye, click.
Let me see if I can convince Emmy to come over here. No, come here.
He's all violence. That's all this bird is.
It's because I was just playing with him. Come here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this live stream. Got Maddie Butt on camera.
Gee,
as she passes by.
Okay, now to be gentle with. There's still chocolate stuck in my laptop from the flight back from First Germany, from First Conquest.
From First Germany. Fantasy Apprentice, don't throw snowballs at me. I've had enough of snow. We have like 3 feet here. It's ridiculous. Any news on the studio? Yes, we officially have it. I've officially already paid our first lease payments on it. So that is like to secure the space, and then we get 2 months that we negotiated without payments because they're gonna kind of refresh stuff for us. So they're putting down brand new floors right now. They're fixing up some of the walls, like they're putting up some new walls for us, and changing out some of the lights for us. So yeah, we were supposed to be moving in there this week, but because of the snow, it pushed them back a few days. So like early to mid next week, we should officially be able to start moving all of our crap into the new space, which is crazy exciting to us. It's gonna be great.
So excited!
It's nice to have actual space. Yeah, thank you. No, we are happy for us too. It is a long time coming.
I'm very invested.
Also, poor Maddie, she has her new apartment, and 90% of it is just full of all of our camping stuff. Like, we have, how many? Like 12 tents, full-size bell tents. We have all the camping, like all of the camping stuff for a bunch of people because we ran like a little like tent service and stuff, where we were renting out tents and all that. So all of that is just her living. Every place there is a spot to stick stuff, it's all stuck there. We originally thought we'd be moving into the new space very quickly, but it turned out it was not to be because lawyers take forever. So we canceled the storage box far too soon, and it all just ended up where she lives.
You okay there, buddy boy?
Ooh.
All right, I have to transition for Birdcam to come back. Oh no, it went away again.
Well, with us we have our illustrious guest Eric. Say hello, Eric.
Hello.
Hello.
Birdcam.
If you hear disembodied voices in the background, it's because our Grandmaster tier Patreon members can come and play with us here on the live stream.
Not just the Grandmaster. Anyone from the Journeyman up.
It's true. Yeah, everyone journeyman up. There you go. She got it. She knows what's up. But yes, you can come play with us, can talk with us live, chit chat about stuff and life and things during all this. I will say, aside from you trying to destroy your laptop,
And my computer.
and everything else, and your computer. Yeah, you're trying to destroy just
I
everything.
dropped a whole bottle I pulled my entire bottle of whiskey onto my computer by all these cords moving around.
Nope, bad idea. But it we surprisingly came up, aside from all that, with there hasn't been any audio issues, right? One of these things.
I haven't been watching the chat. Has the chat mentioned that there's audio issues? Because that's normally where that comes from.
I think this is an odd stream in which we've done it.
Oh, the bird came in the middle. Boom.
Amazing. Hello, caught you alive. Ooh, yes, you've caught us. You've caught us so good. So, Amanda, do you want to put up a little top chat or something?
Top chat? You mean the Q&A thing?
Yeah. We did have a thought.
Hold on,
Eric's thought that it.
Let me get all the way to fucking
Violence.
YouTube.
We did have a thought that we can make little cardboard cutouts of people and put your names on it and just let Emmy
destroy them, because he's been very destructive recently. So we figured people who donate, those people that have been buying him bells, we can make little cardboard cutouts of them and let them live with Emmy.
I think he's new to the New England area, and he's feeling that time around the February time where you just want to kill everything and everyone if you see one more flake of snow.
Genuinely, this might be the first time that he's been like going through more hormonal cycles, because there's actual seasons.
You're not just hot.
I guess maybe, I don't know how that would relate to a tropical bird, but he's definitely pissy.
He looks like he's plotting. Looks like he's up to no good.
He's always plotting. Look at him.
Is the cold weather still 80 in Florida? Yeah.
Yeah. My parents, I went to my brother's wedding recently, which was in like the Midwest. And then we separated, and I went to Boston right before we got the blizzard. And then they went back to Florida, and they're like, oh, it's going to be in the 70s in Florida. And I'm like, so far I enjoy the cold.
Down to the south. Yeah, today it was 40. And I was outside. Me and the dog were hanging out on the porch in the sun. We're like, yes.
Yeah, I had to move my car because it was weirdly parked from right before I traveled, and then it got snowed on for like a foot of snow. So I went out in shorts and a t-shirt and then this poncho and like the thinnest sneakers I have, and like waded through 2 feet, like a foot of snow to just get enough off my car so I could move it. Because the air was warm. It's just a bunch of snow left over.
Now, so I have questions.
Wearing a bell as a hat?
I saw that Dark Horse was here, and I used to get alerts all the time when you were going live there, Dark Horse, and I haven't gotten an alert for a little bit. So let me check. Have you been live recently? And for some reason, I'm not getting, because I want to come say hi to you too. You're usually on just before we're on.
Okay.
I will check the thing.
Straka Zulu, who's been one of the ones to donate the most to the Bell Throne, says that he is down for having a cardboard cutout of him that gets destroyed by Emmy.
Bells for the Bell Throne.
Bells for the Bell Throne.
Hey, an upload yesterday. Laser Cutter and Gear 3D. Yeah, man. I still am subscribed, and the bell is rung. YouTube is acting like that. Yeah, have it all.
Unring the bell and re-ring it. Sometimes it just likes attention.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I unrung it and I re-rung it.
I can't believe I broke my laptop. I was just thinking recently. I was like, I guess I don't really need a new laptop because my laptop is still pretty recent, like when it comes to what's inside of it. But then I like shattered it open.
Last 3 months, everything outside's also caught up to me, and I've just been super busy. Nah, I feel that, Dark. It has been a struggle for us. Like, I've been trying to make sure we're releasing a fun content. The last 2 weeks was us taking a break because we just did not have it in us. We've been like rushing to get stuff done.
Thing going around. I went to go get a dress for my brother's wedding. I'm not sure if it's just a thing because there's winter up here. I've never seen actual like 6 seasons happen. 1 every 3 people I saw obviously had a cold.
Yeah. This was a bad year for it. I was like, I feel like I got sick twice, like one right after the other, because they felt like 2 very distinct illnesses. Felt terrible.
Are you a sweet baby? Or are you a violence machine? Are you
I,
a sweet
I,
baby?
I feel you,
a
Dark
vi-
Horse. Life first, because if you're not taking care of you and making sure you've got the time and you're rested, then what's the point of it in the first place, right? So yeah, we'll be here for it.
I mean,
we're your fans.
we gotta fund Emmy's Bell Throne and his vicious destruction of toys. This is a new toy.
Oh, well, good. I have a thing to watch right after we're done being live. Mm-hmm. Laptop is 10 years old, and soon I'm going to have changeover to. Nice to keep it. drop the operating system altogether. Oh, I have a question actually. Since this is the Q&A, I'm asking a Q to Eric. Eric, have you played Lorcon yet? Magic the Gathering. Yeah, Lorcana. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've played it 2 or 3 times. I haven't bought any of the cards myself, but friend of a friend brought it to a get together middle of last year. Like, I want to say only like the second set had been released at that point, and it definitely seems fun. It seems very streamlined. The decks that he had already pre-built were like intuitive to run and play with just like a very simple like kind of rundown on the rules. Of course, that could also just be because I've been playing Magic the Gathering for like 20 years that it was just that much easier. But no, it seems like a ton of fun. It's just I'd love to get into it, but my wife has decreed that there is only 1 cardboard crack at the time allowed in the house. So
makes perfect sense. Yeah, I've been trying to. I do, online like we've talked about, and I just haven't had that. As soon as it released, I was very excited for the release date, and then I swear the day of release, it's been flat out since for online at least. I just haven't had the time to sit and like actually play or try to construct a deck or anything. So I'm very eager to play with it.
Hey, offer always is open that if you want to take a crack at stuff in something like Tabletop Simulator.
For sure. I'll definitely give that a go soon. Again, I just haven't had time to do anything.
Oh yeah, I say never as much fun as having that like the tangible cards and having the person sitting across the table, but
I don't need
anyways
though. Like I go through phases where I buy a bunch of cards. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Maddie.
We have some questions in the question chat.
Let's do it.
Decorum Mortis asked, question, you guys got plans for knitting or weaving projects? That's been a long standing thing that I've said that I know how to knit, but I want to take a fiber or get some raw fiber and do an episode where I transition all of the steps to having a thing. So like spinning it, weaving it, sewing it, like dyeing it, all of that. Like finding natural dyes and stuff and just that whole process. That's been a long time of me wanting to do that.
Yeah, that
like
sounds
an episode on making your own
fun.
Your own loom, your own spinning wheel thing. Because like a lot of them you can, like the spinning wheel you can make with a bike wheel, and I want to do that. That's been a long
there's
time.
a sheep farm and an alpaca farm, like real close to us. Though the alpaca farm is like very expensive, and I doubt they're super down with just letting us roll up.
It might be.
I'll pay them for their wool.
Might be good advertisement.
Yeah, it'd be especially fun if they let us like try our hand at shearing too. Though I wouldn't want to hurt the animals because obviously don't know what I'm doing. So
I also looked up getting there's certain websites you can get raw wool or raw materials to spin from. So that's always a good option, especially if people want to try it themselves.
I think it'd be super fun.
Yeah, it sounds really.
I won't dress up as Rumpelstiltskin. 100%.
I was
just
just
dance
talking
around her the whole time.
Ark taught me a thing about spinning. Twiddling your thumbs is actually twiddling the yarn into like spinning it by hand. before they had actual spinning wheels, you would twiddle it between your thumbs. And that's because it takes so long. It's basically a thing you have when you have time to waste, is when you spin your fibers. It would be the person who twiddles them. Twiddle your fibers.
It reminds me, actually, I learned recently that Sally Sells Seashells by the Seashore is about an actual person. I forget her last name, but she was like a female archaeologist in the early days of paleontologist. I'm sorry. Paleontologist in the early days of that. And she would find like fossils on the seashore, and that's where the rhyme Sally Sells Seashells by the Seashore came from. I thought that was really cool. That's all. Yay, women in STEM.
Say, on the topic of doing weaving and things, like I keep forgetting to like share it with you guys, but like there's like a really simple loom you can use for making belts that I actually worked with back in the Stone Ages of high school, the late 1990s. I actually just went and looked it up. It's called an inkle loom.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. We saw some at Pensick as well.
Yeah, super easy to build on your own. Doesn't have a whole bunch of moving parts, and every time that you're like doing your next like row, you're just manually like moving and like getting the two sets to like pass each other. So I don't know. That could be a fun, easy like entry level area.
Pam says hi.
Pam says hi,
Pam.
Pit Maddie. We say hi, Pam.
Anne said, if I donate to the Bell Fund, I want one to go to Samantha. I collect cows, so I have a soft spot for them, and Emmy has a lot of bells. We'll get a bell for Samantha.
We will do Samantha Bell. We should have like a skill tree fund where we just adopt an animal and just be like, cool.
To be fair, Emmy does leave a lot of his bells as perfect, ready, like craft bells, because he dismantles everything about them except for the actual bell. Oh yeah.
Emmy dismantles everything. I go there with an earrings. In a fraction of a second, they are broken. I feel beak go towards ear, and then there's just earring in his mouth.
Oh yeah, no, we tested it the first time you met him.
Quick.
He was on your shoulder. He literally did it in one movement, and then he stepped away, and it was so fast. We're like, oh, wait. I was like, is your earring supposed to be clear? Was there supposed to be a gem in it? And you're like, yeah, I think it's clear. And I'm like, the other one's black. Samantha. So then we tested it. We put him on your other shoulder, and he stepped up to your other earring. One click and he had the gem. I had 3 earrings.
It was lightning quick.
He knows how to break them to the point that he can get studs out by just breaking the front off of them and then pulling them out your ear from behind. He'll do it without you feeling it. That's the thing.
I feel like my camera's dirty. Hold on. This is peak video right here. All right. I don't know.
Who is Samantha? It is a little cow that we got from a lovely person at the Brandywine Festival. I love Samantha.
Yeah, we got so much good swag at the Brandywine
Festival. I name everything.
I had a snake named Samantha when I was a kid. When I was a wee little children's.
Come here, Emmy. You have fans. Come look at your fans. If you want me to pet you with the bell, it has to be over here. I set up the bird cam. Come here.
She's like, I went through all this trouble. I broke my computer. You're going to be on camera.
I broke my computer. Dance, Birdie, dance here. You guys get to see the back end of streaming.
And S, if I donate to the Bird Fund, I want... Okay, you already read that one.
Yeah. Fantasy Apprentice asks, how have we been? We've been tired and sick.
So sick. So very sick. Yeah. No. This is the first sickness I remember in a while. Like, usually I can, like, move around. I'm just grumpy and sick. This one, I needed to lay down for a few days. It was really rough. I feel like I'm still, like, all red here from just consistently trying to handle the leaking of my face. But otherwise, now, doing great. Feel good now. Although, you ever get, like, after you've been sick for a little bit, it feels like my lips are real chapped. They aren't.
Yeah, mine are too.
They ain't chapped. But they just feel, like, raw and awful. Yeah.
Mine are, like, you can see them. I love Hobbit's ass, so this is a good time to mention my girlfriend who spins as a hobby is doing a little drop spindle 1-on-1 in the Dendronian camp, Medi. Man, if anyone's that would be super fun to have, especially before the event. If anyone wants to like show other people how to do stuff at our camp.
I would love it if, especially because we now have like camp admins and stuff who are taking on a lot of the work. It'd be great if it was kind of low key enough that, yeah, I'd bring a bunch of stuff for us just to all like craft and make pouches or whatever. I think that'd be super fun to sit and just have a little skill moot. Let's all just get together and like build stuff. I think that'd be super fun.
This is one of Emmy's favorite activities. I am petting him with a bell. He loves bells, man.
Is that Streamlabs in the background? What am I seeing?
Yeah, that's Streamlabs.
Oh, fancy. I never get to see the actual like business end of it. Oh, you can see all the chat right from there and everything, huh?
Yeah, I'd have to log in. Remember, Streamlabs is weird with... Ever since YouTube changed how managerial permissions work, I'm afraid to touch anything that has to do with logins. Because I'm not sure I'll get it back. But yeah, that's what Streamlabs looks like. I have a studio mode, which means I can edit one side and it won't show until I press transition. It's basically just OBS.
Like the chanting of skill mood. Seike, you could be part of skill mood. You got mad skills. You can do some drawing. You made those awesome little feels. We can get some wax. That'll be fun. Yeah. We can all share. We can share the skills. I think that'd be great.
It'd be cool. I mean, if people want to organize it and set that up of basically having almost like little craft parties or almost like a little summer camp.
Someone asked if we've tried or considered trying Viking-style stamped silver jewelry. I will have to look this up. Let me have a look.
Why do you love bells so much? Captain Chidathi mentioned Magic the Gathering. What color decks do you gravitate towards? That would be a you and Eric question. Don't drop your bell.
I am
I just said don't drop your bell.
If I'm going mono, black or green. If I'm color mixing, black and green, honestly. Black and blue is a lot of fun too. I've recently really started jiving with black and white. Yeah, I made like in the most recent, I think like the Avatar deck or whatever, I really got into white decks for a while. And it's the first time I've ever gotten into white decks. But angels are like stupid, crazy, OP in the meta.
Those certainly can be, yeah. I've got a mono white angels deck, EDH deck with Giada at the helm. By the way, I say I love anything big and stompy, red green, green black, anything like that, and then also red blue spell slinger. Like there's shenanigans to be had in there.
Just throwing yourself and denying.
It's just like, oh, I'll cast this spell. I'll copy this spell. I'll use this effect to copy both spells, and then I'll use this. And oh, I've got a storm count going now. We're gonna cast this, and it's gonna happen another 15 times. Like,
I had the longest, most frustrating game of my life, and I only won because the person didn't hang on for one more round. But I have this black deck that is basically. I'm milling cards constantly, or I'm letting things go out and die, and as they die, it takes life away from the opponent, gives life to me, and then eventually I can call everything from both graveyards back, right? But they're denying like crazy, which is fine. I want you to fill up my graveyard, it's fine. But it lasted so long, and they did so little. It was just nonstop denials that like by the very last turn, I had milled everything, and I would 100% lose the next turn because I have no cards to draw.
You've 100% lost me.
I've absolutely lost. But I had done one thing that like pulled out the entire army or whatever, and it didn't matter. Like I had all his dead, all my dead, everything in on the board, There was like fucking 60 creatures out. It was stupid. And he saw that and he quit. If he hung on for one more turn, he would have just won by default because I had self-milled too much. it was the most
you intimidated
frustrating game, though. Oh, man.
Well, I don't know anything about Magic the Gathering, so
I gotta teach you MTG. I invited her to play Magic the Gathering online with me, but she has learned that I go in big waves on things, so I get super, super, super interested in something for a while, but then I just get too busy and I kind of fall off. And usually she falls, like, I'll get really interested to the point I want to talk about it.
We have opposite ADHD.
By the time I'm there, I'm usually at the top. Yeah.
So he jumps around. I get hyper invested. So there's been many an occasion where he gets excited about something and pulls me into it, and then he leaves me there.
But I always come back around. Like, I'm playing Zomboid again.
Years later.
Great game. Hey, Wandering Guns, thank you. You have a great day as well. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna pour myself a glass of whiskey. I've learned that unless I can sustain a hobby with like outside of you, it's best to just support your interactions with the hobby.
I do think you would genuinely like Magic because the way your brain
Magic
works with
before.
strategy and like building decks and stuff.
Hard for me to get into a thing in the very beginning. I have to reach a certain threshold of interest.
Yeah. It makes it a sense. We don't have to match.
Seika has Spiffo plushies.
Yeah, how's people saying we got the style guide for Dendronia? I know we had recently launched the Dendronia site.
We have some of the things of the Dendronian site.
I know we want to add more. We were talking about it today, how much we want to start adding a lot more stuff. And
oh yeah, no, I spent a good chunk of, I think that was when I was up till 5. Because you had a flight at 5, but you were in a different time zone. So you just get a message from me. It's like, I would have called you to make sure you woke up, but I remembered last minute that it's technically 4 for you right now. So you're lucky. And then I went to bed. That was me redoing the entirety of our, those different sheets in the background that track all of the everything. And I made a master sheet. And then Brandy one kicked off with work, so my attention pulled. So I left a half-finished, complicated spreadsheet. That's the worst place to leave a spreadsheet.
Is that, somebody just said that they don't like that whiskey, basically, or they're comparing it to ashtray in a bottle. Is that the cheese one?
Yep. It's
I love that one. Really?
Yeah. I mean, some people, if your tongue isn't used to the sharpness of whiskey, a lot of Scotch will taste very sharp and ashy or smoky. You won't taste the softer notes because you're just getting ethanol and strong notes.
Yeah, to me that one, Viking Warrior, to me that one tasted a lot like smoked Gouda. Like just like it or not for a whiskey, I was just getting strong smoked Gouda feelings, and I love smoked Gouda. So I was like, this is great.
I think
for your notes,
I think it.
I'm doing the Mitchners today.
I tend to like oh geez. What are our go-to? Oh, thank you, Shakazulu. What are our go-to whiskey brands? We actually just did a whiskey tasting, and we thought it would make a fun podcast. So maybe once we have the office, we could start doing that, where we do a fun. Sorry, I got distracted by people talking about the whiskeys. We thought it'd be fun to start doing a podcast like that. We try our whiskeys. Depends. My go-to, my favorite is Lagavulin 16.
Yeah.
I tend to like.
Very happy. They just said Lagavulin, please. Yeah.
Also, I just found out that is. Oh geez, what's the what's the really, really like stereotypical Ron Swanson? It's Ron Swanson's favorite whiskey. Is Lagavulin. Yeah, remember when he goes to Scotland? That's the distillery he visits. That Leslie writes him that like poem that makes him cry. It's like the only reason he's like I have been wrong. There is a reason to visit Europe, and it's right here.
Eric, you were saying, I know you have some whiskey thoughts.
Oh no, it was just like oh, we want to do a whiskey tasting podcast. It's like I volunteer. I'll
I volunteer as tribute. Actually,
how many
Whiskey
whiskeys
Thoughts
do
is
I
a great
have?
name for the podcast because like we can start off by talking about what we think about the whiskey and then slowly get drunk and just say whatever our whiskey thoughts are.
There you go.
You have how many did you bring? You brought like 12 bottles for us to do a tasting with.
Around 12, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Some of them were good. Some of them
were
it was just like
basic.
fire water. Yeah, it was just
Wow.
you feel the sting. For me, I'm a big old Buffalo Trace fan. I like Elijah Craig.
Oh.
I just recently found the Michener's, and I really like Michener's.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'd have to try
Wait.
Buffalo Trace, like as a tasting, like really give it its dues. I've yet to try Buffalo Trace in a way that makes that I have any real memory of it.
Yeah, I love me some Buffalo Trace. Oh, sorry, Eric, I feel like we keep cutting you off. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was saying, is it Michener's or Michter's with a T?
Michter's. I think you're right. I think it's Michter's.
Okay. Because I really enjoy their rye. Their straight whiskey, their straight bourbon is pretty good too. That was one of them that my wife and I got to try when we did our honeymoon on the Bourbon Trail. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We recently got to foray onto the Bourbon Trail because of the Brandywine Festival.
It was so funny. We got there just as everything was closing, so we'd go from one place to the next. Like, we'd find the next brewery that had, or distillery that had, like an hour later. It would take us 30 minutes to get there, and then we'd be there for 30 minutes, and then we'd move on to the next.
All like delayed their closing by like a half hour to an hour or something like that. So like each one we could daisy chain all the way to the end. That was fun.
I'd say, have either of you had just the base level, the original Four Roses bourbon before?
I've had
Oh,
Four
yeah.
Roses.
Actually, we went to Four Roses Distillery.
Yeah, that was one of the ones we
that's
went
the first one we went
to.
to.
It was Wild Turkey, Four Roses, and wasn't it one other, or did we try to get into one and it was closed?
No, we went to 3. I forget what the last one was though.
If you went to Wild Turkey and Four Roses, you probably also went to Jim Beam, because
No.
those three were real close next to each other when we were
I
down
think that
there.
was one of the ones that we tried to go to, but it was closed.
Yeah, was it Elijah Craig?
No.
I thought I remember it being something we were all super familiar with. And
I
we were like,
tend
good start.
to save. Hold on, let me quickly check. Actually, do we have any questions? Don't drink the whiskey bird. You're not gonna appreciate it. Fantasy Apprentice asks, could I be a part of the crafting mood? I do a lot of knitting and other crafts. Yeah, if you're coming to Dendronia,
Oh yeah.
just talk to the other people and then don't drink the whiskey. You're gonna regret it. He stuck his tongue in whiskey before. He always regrets it. He's like, what is this?
Yeah.
He just gets very
Anybody
jealous.
can do the crafting move. Jump in.
We're not
in.
organizing anything. That's just if you guys want to do it,
Let's do it.
don't drop your bell.
I'll bring stuff. I'll bring tools and whatever.
And
Y'all
then
bring whatever you're good
Moonshadow
at.
just
Let's go
said, don't
show
drop your
everybody.
bell. Emmy keeps drifting this way. I just said. Moonshadow said, do you have any stories from the Hobbit LARP? And then I'm going to look up.
So many.
Stop tapping your bell.
Most of our stories are like behind the scenes stories because we didn't get to actually like play very much. We got to do a lot of like admin kind of things.
Don't drop your bell.
But they were a blast too. Like the amount of work that was done kind of beforehand to kind of make things. One of my favorite kind of projects, even though it was last minute, it was kind of stressful. But we were making a wagon, and at first it was supposed to be just a big prop wagon for actually Nerd of the Rings to use to be a boot merchant of a dwarf. So like, cool, prop wagon, absolutely got this thing. And then partway through building it, we find out that it has to be a functioning wagon. And that, like, a heart drop, because there's whole professions around parts of the wagon, like a wheelwright, right? Or the person who makes an axle. Like, it isn't a thing you just kind of toss together. So the figuring out the engineering to that, we had, one dude come by and it's like, I've done this before, I've built a wagon, let's go. And just kind of seeing how everybody came together to make this actual functional wagon was really, really cool. That was fun. I learned a lot during that. And then also, you guys haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping to edit the video together soon to be a thing. But we made a big, giant spider puppet. And just that thing in general was probably one of my favorite parts. I love him so much. He's my precious, precious, precious boy. My horrible child. So, like, we did... I don't want this to feel like, because it was a partnership. It was with us and Swevin, who you'll meet on that one, I hope. Not to be too back-patty, but, like, it was so terrifying that when we came in the night and it was, like, posted up in the people who own the properties in their, like, garage. And we stepped out of the car, and both Maddie and I were like, that thing scares the hell out of me.
You know when you look at a thing and something in your lizard brain goes, predator.
Yeah.
That.
We were both... I built it. It's still like coming to it in the dark, and you can just kind of see its silhouette. I'm like, that is horrifying. It was really cool.
So we only went to 2. Remember, we passed Woodford was the one that was closed. So there's Woodford was closed. It was the first exit that we're like, we just missed it. Also, apparently Buffalo Trace is just up the street from the Woodford one. So if we do go down that way, Buffalo Trace is right there too.
We'll go a little earlier next year. Maybe we'll just have a little trip ahead of time.
Did you guys do, was it the Heaven Hill Distillery?
No, we only got the 2. We got 4 roses and wild turkey.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the wild turkey was really good. The one that I had, because I've been on more of a Scotch kind of smoky, strong flavor vibe. Because I started off with a lot more bourbon, and then I just wanted to kind of branch into something more, like, interesting, because like bourbon tends to all circle around the same flavors, but I still wanted whiskey.
Okay.
Do you know why? Like, I'm sure you guys did the tour, so you know why, like, kind of bourbons taste kind of the same, right?
But they're made with the same process.
Like the barrel.
Well, no, it's more specifically the fact that for it to qualify as a bourbon, the minimum requirements for the mash bill is that it has to be 51% by
Corn.
volume corn.
And then it has to be in a virgin oak barrel?
Yep, virgin oak barrel, never been used before. Can only be, like, when it goes into the barrel, has to be, I think, under 140 proof. And can't come out of the barrel higher than, I think, 170. I'm probably off on my numbers, but yeah, the big thing with bourbons is just that 51% corn mash, because that's what gives it that sweet flavor.
Yeah, corn's a lot of sugar.
I'm gonna show y'all my precious baby. Hold on one second. I'm gonna put this here. Do you see him? See how?
There are people with arachnophobia.
Dear God.
You see my legs under there, so you know. I'm in his butt.
Not the slightest nightmare-inducing at all.
Ain't he great? Oh, he's my precious little boy.
Poncho's
I love
getting
him.
hot. Poncho's getting
So
hot.
much.
Whiskey makes my
Ow!
blood vessels run closer to the skin.
Ow! But yeah, so the wild turkey, I was surprised at how good it was, because I think my first whiskey I ever had was a wild turkey, and it was like the cheapest of the wild turkeys I suppose one could get. And I don't know if it's just because I'd had an unblooded palate, but it was an experience. Let me tell you what. I did not like it. I loved the one we had though. I thought it was great.
I will smush you. Yeah. That's what happens when you play too hard.
Flamethrower.
Say
Is
it
that
once,
flamethrower for the spider? Should the spider have a flamethrower, or are you using a flamethrower against the spider? Fly with
We're
the
gonna
spider
have
with
the
a
spider
What's the
with the
nerdiest shirt?
flamethrower.
Oh yeah, my math shirt. I have a bunch of nerd shirts. Jadathi's like, removes the poncho and reveals the nerdiest shirt.
Pancake bird. Spiders are cute. Spiders are cute.
You
I'm
are
big
a
old spider
pancake
guy.
bird.
I understand if y'all have like arachnophobes. I get it. Like they're alien and kind of unpredictable, real fast. Man, I love me some spiders. They're real cute.
I had a jumping
Okay.
spider when I first moved in, and it was super adorable.
You did. Yeah, you said.
I named him Jeremy.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say that the cutest spider I've ever seen, or it could just have been the photography, obviously, but like whatever one that they discovered 5 or so years back that wears like the little like raindrop on the head. Raindrop of water.
That's really cute. Yeah. Super cute.
Vape, that's the
Firebrand,
jumping
yes.
spiders.
Firebrand, swords for legs, and flamethrower on the back. Yeah, where that's when we finally get to do like a post-apocalyptic or like a future tech kind of LARP. I would love to do a future.
Also, remember to
cyberpunky kind of
put
LARP.
your
Great.
questions into the question part of the chat. Those get prioritized. Otherwise, we might just start talking about how cute Emmy is.
Oh my god. Minute and a half
Wow,
till dinner. Go get you some dinner.
sound-
Get yourself some sustenance.
Sound more, like you mean it. Go on.
He's a cute boy. I was reading at the same time.
You want to talk
Sure.
about how when you came to give him food and water?
Oh yeah, he just chose. She was gone for that wedding she talked about, and he just chose violence that day. So I was trying to get the food was easy enough because the cage has like a little dish thing that opens up, so like I didn't have to access the cage.
No
itself.
wonder they hated you. That's their least favorite food bowl. There's 2.
I don't know this, but the water bowl is like I have to like weave my arm between all their little branches and stuff to grab it and bring it out. And normally, me and we chill, we get along real well. So I put my arm in there and I'm going, and he's just like violent and grabs onto me hard. And luckily I had like a thick winter jacket on, but I'm like, ah, you little shit, and I go push him off. So I had to like. Every time I try to put my hands in there, he'd go to bite, so I had to keep distracting him to the other side of the cage with my finger. So he'd lunge to bite it there, and I'd run off to the other side to get the water. And I finally just about get it, and then he lunges, and the food, I guess it's all food in the water. At the time, I thought they had pooped in the water.
Yeah, he
but,
likes to
I had to
mix
pull
soup.
back real fast, and I was just wearing all of it. And I'm like, motherfucker. He thought it was hysterical.
Yeah, did he do the laugh after?
Yeah, he did. It's creepy because he sounds just like her when he laughs. So it's like just being double mocked by the two of you.
Especially when you called when I was on the phone after I came home and I was playing with him, because he was being super sweet. And then you were telling me about it, so then we both started laughing at you. So he can get, especially if he hasn't been taken out of the cage, he can get a little bit cage possessive. And it's less even that he is aggressive. He is aggressively wanting you to play to the point that he does not care if he hurts you in the process. He just wants you to entertain him.
Deep in the Congo, it's a giant spider with a 3-foot leg span.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Kill it with fire.
I like spiders. I do. That might be a little excessive.
Yeah.
It's like the big old huntsmans that are in Australia. Like, I genuinely like spiders. I know for a fact they can't hurt. I think it's just the speed with which they decide to pounce. That's like, all right, enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your focaccia.
Also, you didn't know the tricks of the bells of peace.
I didn't know the tricks of the bells of the peace. Apparently
Or that
you
there
have
was
to pay
the towel
homage
that he's
with
afraid
that.
of. There's
The
the
bells
white...
of peace or the towel of fear.
I have the towel of surrender, but it's his surrender. As soon as I hold... I don't know why, but as soon as I hold the towel, he's like, I give up.
We're done.
We're done. But if I play with the bells, then he's like, we're trucing.
So Charlotte is asking, can you talk about what there is planned for the camp this year, beside getting land? Hello.
I'm here.
All right. Did you hear my question?
Yeah. Do you mean like out of time or like character, like story wise? Because there's a lot. Not just for the stuff that like everyone's doing something. Now we might have a crafting dude. I think we're probably going to get land. I was recently introduced to... You know how I've been asking just everyone to please tell me how the economics of that game works so that we can do like economics and trade and diplomacy? We finally found the people who knew. So like they told us how it worked, and I have never been happier than when I was told how I could do spreadsheets using the costs of what things were in the 15th century and converting it to the worth of a beer, and a single line of text that tells us what the currency of Mythodia charges for a beer and what was charged for a beer back in the 15th century. Charlotte, there is no such... quick question, how much yarn would be too much? There is there's never too much. Anyway, so... Now we might get a city that we have to pay for and like go around and get like trade deals, and like we basically, as long as we have rules around like the reasoning of how much money we have, we keep ourselves like honest about it, and you can have like documents and stuff showing where all your income comes from. Then you can go around and basically like pay a bunch of people to deliver supplies, or like, you know how some of the people make mead? You can say that your character runs a meadery and then make trade agreements with people. And then you bring 1 or 2 bottles of mead, and it's like representation of a deal you guys have made in the background where you've like sent him like barrels of mead. And you kind of have wealth in the background.
That's the stuff we need to add to the site so people can like plan to play those games for themselves.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to just have...
That took me 3 years of asking, because I've been busy with the logistics of the camp. So I've just been asking everyone in the camp. I was like, hey, if anyone finds out how to do this in the game, please tell me. And then we finally had someone reach someone who knew it. So that's I'm excited about.
Otherwise, I know we want to lean into more. A lot of people asked to make the like story time at the end of the day more official, like a thing that is. Very much like a planned session, because it was a thing that's like we like to leave a lot of player agency, or if it's a thing you want to do, it's what we do, but it is very specifically a thing that kind of I push and whatnot, so I would like that to be a lot more
cool to have like a scribe waiting to take down whatever stories are told.
Yeah, like just have the stories actually be a larger part of it. I would like to figure out, and I know we've talked about it a little bit before, Maddie, too, just having like that almost like a talent show type of thing, where we can award people for acts of valor or good stories.
End out the event so that they have time to kind of like plan stuff amongst themselves. Other than that, like we have someone who's going to run a bar. We're going to have custom cocktails. We have someone like last year, Daniel ran a bunch of stuff for cooking and like brought venison and stuff. Hopefully we're going to have... I'm not sure how much it'll take off just because of all the other logistics stuff. I don't know how much we'll be able to make it like a reality, but those aspects of the camp that I've talked about in the past where like depending on the different area of the camp, you can like it's different themes, almost different like natural themes that are represented like of something.
And 1, thank you. Also 2, very... very wise.
Anne said, everyone should remember that while the big spiders look scary, it's usually the small ones you really have to worry about.
Them's is the ones with the venoms.
The venoms.
The venoms.
What other stuff is going on with Dendronia? Man, it's just... everyone's doing something. Like, there's a bunch of, like, the Mages Guild. I have to respond to them, but they just sent me a message about, like, this whole, like, quest line they want to do. Like our Mages Guild. We had some mages that started a mage guild. Trying to remember any specific plans.
We'll again buy the camp massages.
Them the camp massages as long as we find our massage guy.
Yep. As long as massage guys.
We
there,
talked with him
we'll
about potentially giving
buy
him,
him
because
out.
I think the Massage Guild isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So we talked about him camping with us and just having his tent there.
Yeah. You
We just have to
give them massages. and
Gregorius,
pay.
yeah.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's wonderful.
Yeah, we have the healers, the Raven Company, where our whole military is getting organized. We have the library and the rookery, which is kind of like a combination of the Adventurers Guild and Knowledge Seekers. All hail the massages guy. Man, he should come join our camp. He will be worshipped. He will be a patron, a patron saint.
Man, especially come like day 3 of the event or whatever, and we're all so beat, and he rolls up and he's like, "I'm gonna massage all you." And we're all like, "Yes." We usually get our massages in the Supa. It's wonderful.
Supa.
So good. Supa.
And then we go do stuff, and we're basically just, he usually like is there for an hour or two, and then he keeps track of all the people he's given massages to, and we pay him after.
Yeah. Yeah, just give him a trunk of money.
I mean, with the economy and stuff, he can also like say that he's opened the Massages Guild in Dendronia.
Man, yeah, like we'll give him a space. He's clearly a thing that everybody in the camp really loves.
Yeah, he will genuinely become worshipped. We will have tapestries of him.
Yeah, Strakazula, I got you, man. Bad back happening in the weather. Man, you need a good massage, good masseuse, good fantasy masseuse.
Gregorius, we call upon you.
We call upon you, Gregorius. He just shows up like, was it the wine dancer? Whee!
Whee! Oh my god, I love
Ring
him.
the bell. Bing, bing, bing. Whee!
Whee!
There's a project for you. Figure out a way via cloth, leather, and whatever other flexible textiles, how to make a hot compress, whether it's using stones or metal rods or whatever else, like heat the inserts over the fire, put it in, and then you can have a hot pack.
Shut up. Yeah, that's perfect. I like this idea.
That's a decent idea of like a project.
I like this idea. I think that's great. I think it's
as long as we don't light anyone on fire.
Nah, man, even like figure out like a hot stones type of massage. You know what I mean? Have somebody lay in there, put some hot stones in their back while he does their feet and legs and all that. I think it's a great idea. I'm 100% down.
Another thing we wanted to have was, and it's been a thing that we've wanted to have since back in the Reckoning days. Like we wanted Gareth to run a gambling den. So we're potentially off the bar gonna have like a hookah gambling den.
Yeah. Yep. No, we're pretty, and honestly, I mean, if anybody from, obviously some of you are from Dendronia, I recognize you, but yeah, things you guys want, like those are the things that can happen. So let us know what you want, and then how you want to go about it and stuff. A lot of these things are things that like people are just like, I want this thing to happen, and I'm willing to help make it happen. And it's like, cool, let's make it happen then.
It's less us running the camp and more like we make the land and everything happen, but a lot of what the camp is the people. Like it's less us running it for you and more us running it with people, and we just handle kind of the bigger, like we handle where the money goes and that there's water and like tents and general amenities, and that we handle stuff with the Orga and all that. But like all the stuff that happens inside the camp, that's all just personal initiative.
Yep.
Questions from the question thing.
Questions from the blood for the blood god.
I Love Hobbit says, petition to set up a recording situation next time Maddie needs him to pet sit. I mean, he can just use his phone.
Yes, I will record this. I will record the violence. So violent.
He's so violent. What are you doing down there? Do you want back to your playset? Come here. Come here. Back to your playset.
Questions.
You have food and water over there. Next question. If your Halbrand's asked if you're still in the mood for a post-apocalyptic build, is there any chance for something like armor made from street signs and tires and stuff like that? You've been wanting to make that for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. So I was actually planning on making something like that either early last year or at the end of the year before. Because there was a dump that would let us just in. That's where I got a bunch of my metal for forging and all that kind of stuff. But they changed their laws when I went to go get stuff. And they now, randos like me can't just visit and like weed through their stuff to go buy it.
Did you ask them? Like get like a notice,
I did.
Something that lets you do it?
Yeah, no, I showed up and they were like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm just going to go pick the pile. And they're like, no, we don't do that anymore. I'm like, okay. Well, is there a way to at all? Is there like, can I pay? They're like, no, it's too dangerous and whatever. I'm like, what if you came with me? They're like, the guy at the desk was not in a humor to have the conversation at all. He was very much like, you need to F off currently. So yeah. And then I checked with, I don't know if laws in general in Massachusetts changed, but I called around a few different places and they're like, yeah, no, you can't do that. One of them made it seem like you could never do that. They're like, nope, no one's ever been able to do that. I'm like, I specifically, one, have done it. And two, know a bunch of people who like, that's their hobby is they go picking through scrap yards and stuff. So like, I call bullshit. It's okay. Whatever.
And your food's over there. Sometimes he likes cuddles when he eats.
Uh-huh.
Or sometimes he just likes me holding his hand.
Hey, from England. A skill tree book with crafting ideas we can make at home. Hey, I was actually just recently thinking that. Okay. Actually, yeah, Maddie, a good thing for us to talk about. Yeah, but I was thinking about exactly what they're saying here. I think it would be fun to make like so I've had this idea in the past as well. I think it would be a lot of fun if our community, as well as us, put out like easy projects, tips, all these things, and together we all make it into a book. So that it's like a skill tree book made by the community. I don't know, we can just have like either do a giveaway or just have proceeds go towards a charity we all agree on or something. But then like all your names would be in like a published book, which I think would be cool. You can find your own things. I think that would be fun. We just kind of do it as a community. I think that'd be neat. We would have to figure out like some sort of guidelines and stuff, because obviously if just everybody and their grandmother's posting everything, I don't want people to feel left out, first of all, but also we need to make sure like the tips are sound, or someone isn't just like, oh yeah, check the voltage by putting it on your tongue, you know what I mean? So we'll have to proof it all a lot. But I think that would be fun.
Do that like a blog or like a forum or something where people can post it, like our Discord.
Yeah, just have it all in there where they're putting their posts. We all read through it and see. It'd be nice if it had like, we'll have to find a way to somehow make it a unified tome, so all like the graphics are the same or pictures are pretty similar, just so it's not super ramshackle. Or we just make it the ramshackle book of skills and make that part of its charm.
As I say, for something like that, if you want to host all the stuff in a unified way, specifically on Discord, the first thought that occurred to me is to
right
have
here, that's my exact thought.
But as I say, have the submissions go like probably via Google Drive.
Yeah.
And then from there, admin can like take all the information out of a Google Drive submission, verify it, make sure it hits all the check boxes, and then it gets posted to whatever the book, the channel, in the unified format, and then the person gets the credit for it. And that way it's like it's always going out in a unified manner. If that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. I like that. It'll be fun to. I will try to work it out in a way where it isn't a thing that Rachel has to own. It is an idea, or you. It's an idea I'm throwing out in the world. It'll be a thing that I will own the logistics of as we try to figure it out.
It would
I
be
think
cool.
That would be a lot of fun, though.
I think, and also a lot more controlled if we were to reach out to other YouTubers and stuff who are crafters and basically have everyone have a section of it, and then more of an online forum post that people can like submit their own projects and continue to build that, and it's not necessarily like a put together tome for like all of everyone.
I think in my head both, because it would just be nice for y'all to have a published book with your names in it as an author. I think that would be fun. That'd be a thing you can check off your bucket list as a thing you did, and a thing we all did as a community. I think that would be fun.
Theoretically, if we were to do this in a way where like maybe the whole thing is hosted on like Google Drive instead, where it's a little bit easier to control the formatting, make sure everything's consistent, is have it all divided up by categories: woodcraft, leathercraft, metalcraft, whatever. And once it hits a certain threshold of new submissions, like it's like, all right, we have like we're going for 20 leather crafting, 10 wood crafting, 10 metal crafting, whatever arbitrary numbers you guys decide on. And it's like, and this is enough to make a book. And then that gets compiled into a PDF. It still stays in the same accessible format on the drive, but then as things keep getting added up, it's like, oh, we've now hit the next threshold. It's time for the second edition with now the next batch of stuff, and then you just keep doing PDFs of the books as like you keep hitting each threshold of it. Enough crafting projects, enough pictures, enough instructions that people can follow.
Yeah, well, we could even do like just a straight up like a Google form, so in order to your point to keep it all consistent. So it's like, what section is this under? And then you have the little plus sign where you can add steps to it. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. And then it'll always end up in the same exact format because it's coming from the form. And then we just might have to send it, edit it so that all of the people don't have to worry about spelling mistakes or grammar or whatever. They can just put their thoughts down, and then we can work it out to look right.
What do we have to check every craft to make sure it works?
Yep. Or thereabouts. So it's a large project. So it's in the head, and it's a thing that I think would be awesome and cool. I still got to figure out the logistics of it.
That's why I think it'd be fun to involve other channels, because it could be like a big collaborative thing rather than just one community.
Oh yeah, no, I'm down with a bunch of communities jumping in on it. So it's all of our compendium, our skill compendium. I think it'd be great. Yeah. We shall work this thing out. We're here. I think this is fun. And this is neat. Do we have any fresh questions, or are we just free chatting now?
We're just free chatting.
We're just free chatting. What's going on, y'all?
Let's say on the topic of free chatting, so I finally gave in about a month ago and finally bought Expedition 33.
Ooh, it's so good.
Yeah,
Isn't it great?
I was shocked at how good the storytelling was, how the story was broken up, how they progressed everything. Like, like legitimately, like I watched you make the backpack. I had friends talked all about it, and I found like, enough people have said enough good things. I wanted to mention it. Like, yes.
It's so
an
good.
amazing RPG.
Yeah.
And I've been playing it on my Steam Deck since it's got like the hard pause button in the form of the power button that it just puts into standby mode. Makes it super easy. That's like, oh, baby's crying. Click, pause, go take care of it. But,
I've been eyeballing Steam Deck. I've been having hard eyes at it for a little while now. You like it?
I'm really digging it. Like the big problem with it is battery and power. Like, so running Expedition 33, I've got the old edition. I've got the LCD, not the LED, which is the more recent version. So battery's a little smaller, uses a little more energy, and like Expedition 33, I can get about an hour and a half of dedicated gaming before it's giving me a battery warning.
Okay. Can you play it while it's plugged in?
you absolutely can,
Hell
which
yeah.
is really the big saving factor on it.
Yeah.
What I ended up doing is I picked up an aftermarket plug-in just to make it a little bit easier, so that like as I'm moving around the house or if I take it to go. But that's the only problem is like, because then what I was going to follow up with is, so like Mortal Kombat 1 I played on there, Expedition 33, the new stuff, it plays fine. It looks beautiful. Everything functions really well, but it chews the battery like a hog. However, when I started playing the Disney Afternoon Collection, so it's all
Nice.
the old 8-bit games,
Uh-huh.
the battery lasts forever because it's not struggling to do anything. You never hear the fans kick on or anything. So like, if you want to use it for those really good games, just be aware you're going to chew through the battery. If you're looking to use this on the go gaming, like I know you do a lot of travel for your work.
Yeah.
If you're playing Expedition 33 or anything fancy and new on it, you're going to chew through the battery before probably the plane ride is over. But if you're willing to play older games on it, anything that's like kind of more the like simpler form, either 6 or 8, 16, 64-bit, 128, like the easier games, the thing lasts. It works great for that, in my opinion. So it's like,
Honestly, I'll probably use it in bed more than anything else. Like just play till I get sleepy.
Yeah, then you're golden.
Real quick, was it
Kev
asked a
question?
What's that?
Kev, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. You found out that you can rent 40 acres from not far from Columbus, Ohio. How would you suggest going about a LARP without permanent structures? Honestly, most of the LARPs we do don't have permanent structures.
Your biggest concern is going to be utilities.
Yeah, bathroom and such.
Water, power,
Yeah.
bathroom, showers.
So depends on the kind of LARP you're doing too. Like if it's a larger LARP where people are expecting a lot of that, you know, like power and all that. If you're doing it with a smaller group or especially like people you know or whatever, I mean, there are some LARPs that are just straight up, they're like a camping trip. So people know to bring their own water and everything. I would still recommend you renting like porta potty setup, like bathroom setup. So you don't, you know, I doubt most places will want you digging latrine holes. So, but yeah, other than that, I mean, you can go, that's, I think is the only kind of non-negotiable. Everything else is just a camping trip. Have people bring their own food, bring their own water, do it for a shorter period of time. Yeah, that's where I go to start.
Consider utilities, parking, that kind of stuff of how many people you're going to have there. Water drainage. To like a rain. I think rain and flooding and not preparing for it. We've seen, not necessarily not preparing for it, but like it surpassing preparations has been the biggest thing for LARPs. Other than that, like, we'd have to understand more of like what you're thinking would be an issue with a LARP without permanent structures to understand how to give you advice around it.
Big thing I'll mention on something like that, if you're like, because I did AmpGuard for multiple years, ages ago, post Stone Age, so early 2000s. And the biggest thing that I ever ran across was having a floodplain survey available.
Yeah.
Like, if you're doing an overnight gig and it's like you think rain's coming, having knowledge of where the high ground is entirely underrated.
Oh, Fantasy Apprentice
especially good if you have to beat your Padawan. I'm sorry?
asked Eric how you're doing. You misspelled Eric earlier. That's why I didn't mention it, because I thought you'd mistakenly typed into the question chat for someone else. Fantasy Apprentice asked how you do it, Eric.
Det går bra med mig.
Yeah, you guys are the ones. Well. You was that German? But you guys have been working on together?
Norwegian.
Norwegian, yeah.
Fantasy Apprentice is the one that currently lives in Norway and is been so kind to volunteer to help me practice speaking because I'm so used to using Duolingo for reading and writing, typing, but I am ass at putting it together anything beyond a simple sentence. But things are going good. Just God, so little free time. Who knew having a child would keep you so busy? It's almost like, yeah, I would have thought that would have been posted all over the internet. Oh wait, it was, and I didn't pay attention.
Having kids are hard? No, I don't believe. I shan't believe it.
Vape. Dr. Dan asked, would you revisit the Viking helmet video with what you know now, considering how long it's been? The one you used for...
Oh yeah.
The basically just any you have it on your table all the time.
I do. It's on the table right now, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I'd love to revisit just helmets in general. Fantasy. I think are kind of fun.
Fantasy Apprentice said you said that very well, Eric.
I see that.
Good job. Well done. It's always such a high when somebody who speaks the language is like, hey, that was good. You're like, oh, thank you. But yeah, I'd love to dip back into making helmet. I'd love to try my hand at making a metal helmet. I do not have the skill set for that yet. But developing the skill set to be able to do that, I will say, and it would make Wild Fox very happy. I will need a dishing stump to do that.
The dishing stump, yep.
Do you think the dishing stump will actually become a thing once we're...
It's a this summer thing. It would have been a last summer thing, but you remember, it was cursed. Every time I decided to do it, it would either rain...
We had it on the schedule for 3 months, and every single time that you went to go, we would move it to the next month, and then it would be pouring rain for a week. Or you randomly had to travel, or you got sick. It was always that week.
One thing after another, where we just had to do a project where I would be inside doing it, or it wouldn't be so physically taxing or something. Because it is a tree. It's and the thing is huge, and I have to do a significant amount of work just to get it ready to do. I have to flatten it. There's a lot of stuff to do just to get it ready to start making a dish out of it. So, and it's none of it's particularly hard to do that, but it's one needs the space and time to do it in. It just kept not working. Very frustrating.
Say on the topic of revisiting older videos, I've always thought it'd be kind of cool if you redid the PVC bow, only in the sense of to do it, but I've seen stuff online where people use the fiberglass road markers as an inner core to up the poundage on it.
I thought I could not do that. Maybe I used the fiberglass cores just in the sword builds. I think that's what I did. I definitely have used the fiberglass cores, but I think you're right. I didn't use it to up the poundage. That's a good idea. I recently have been on a Predator kick. I watched Badlands and Killer of Killers back to back. And then I just started rewatching Predator from the beginning. And when Arnold builds his stick bow, the truest form of stick bow, a bunch of sticks, bundled in tapering amounts to make a bow. I'm I really kind of want to make that. That might be a summer thing too. Collecting sticks, see how many different bows I can build. That'd be fun.
Just send him in the
Firebrand. Leather sandbag, good idea. That's not a bad idea too. Although I think Wild Fox will genuinely kill me if I have a chance to use the dishing stump and don't use the dishing stump.
At this point, it's just a running joke. I'm not even sure.
Yes, see how he's doing. I haven't heard from him in a little bit. It's a busy time for everybody.
Yeah. Let me check.
Do you plan on doing... Let's see. Mike Carroll, do you plan on doing any LARP for Apocalypse or Wasteland type adventures? I would love to. We don't have any around us that I know of, or that we've been invited to or anything. I've been kind of feeling that vibe recently anyways. I know somebody that we helps with the brandy wine process and everything. goes to a post-apocalyptic LARP every year. So maybe we'll pick their brains. I think it's like in Arizona or something.
Yeah.
Which looks awesome. Looks pretty badass. They do like a cage fight, which is awesome. She's super fierce. Burp cam.
That's his kiss. He doesn't know how to kiss, so he just clicks.
Just little clickies.
It's very important that you kiss back. He gets sad if you do.
Yeah. He's like, the hell? I just did kissy noise at you. Okay. About a questions chat, live chat. Oh, so what y'all doing? What's up?
Michelle Carroll responded, there's one in Pennsylvania and there's one in the Mojave Desert for the post-apocalyptic.
Ooh. I imagine the Mojave's the one that the woman I was talking about there goes to. Because it definitely looks to be in the middle of the desert. Oh, I'll have to check it out. I think that'd be fun. We have to find, as long as it doesn't overlap with all the other things we end up doing there in the course of the year.
He keeps on getting his bell just so he can bring it over to me so that I can push it around or pet it with him. Every time I think he wants to go back to his playset, he just gets the bell I put back there so that I can pet him with it. No, Charlotte, I hope you can feel better. We understand what it feels like to be sick with a cold right now.
Yeah, that sucks. Sorry.
Wild Fox joins the call. You what, mate? Have you been watching the Discord? Okay.
Me?
Yeah, because I can only watch 2 things at once, so I've been watching the questions and then the stream, so just in case anyone joined and was trying to...
I didn't even know there were any questions going on the Discord. No.
No. If someone joins and then wants to speak.
Oh, yeah, no, I've been
like
poking
if they
Yes. Yeah. I thought you meant like a chat on the Discord. I'm like, no, I haven't.
There's also the chat on the Discord.
Yeah.
There's also the chat on the Discord if anyone's in the not chatty part, in the not speaky part. I don't think that there's anyone there right now. I had someone mention Wild Fox joining, and I was like, what if he's been there this entire time trying to join the chat, and we just haven't seen it?
I've been peeking to see if anybody's been at least trying to join the chat. No, we're good. Always better when in company of friends. Oh, what about in our company? Are we friends? Are we lovers?
You and Emmy are.
Yeah. Emmy and I are lovers.
He loves you so much.
Except when he decides to violence me, which I think
you have a complicated relationship.
Yeah.
I've never seen him take to someone so fast. And every time you come over, he puffs up and he's like, "Hello there." Not like a anger puff up, but like very much like a "hello there" puff up.
A little come hither puff.
Yeah, he's got that come hither puff for you. Oh, did you slip? Yeah, it's off the edge there, babe. Let me move my mouse.
With all the chat in the chat under redundant about the like whole apocalypse thing. I'm still rooting for you to eventually do armor made from old tires.
Yeah, someone made a comment about that earlier.
Yeah, 100%. I really want to do... I saw somebody once upon a time do like a lamellar armor out of tires, and it genuinely looked awesome. Like, great. Must be an absolute pain in the ass unless you make a clicker stamp to cut them, because they're tires. They do not cut easily. So yes. Who said I have crested hair? Do I have crested hair?
I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Is it like the
bird.
super Oh. Oh, does he think that you're always interested?
Yeah. I walked through the door and he's like, "You got your crested hair, I got mine. Here we go."
I think it's just because he's heard him on the phone for so long. Like he's always been on my shoulder while I'm either editing or while I'm on the phone with you, so he just hears your voice. So when you came in and you spoke, he's like, "You're real." Michelle Carroll said, "Okay, the bird needs some armor. Fix him up with some leather." Do you want to wear a cow? Do you want to wear a cow?
I genuinely want to make Emmy
the little hat,
a little pith helmet with a little spike on it.
If you make it from a bell, they're already perfectly sized to his head.
Yeah, they're perfectly shaped too. There are like a pith helmet's got a little bell shape to it.
Look at
spike to it. Yeah. Whoa, yeah, ready for battle.
It already has the little spike too. Look at.
Perfect. This is wonderful. I like
If I get a rubber band, I could stick that on your head all day long.
Wow, he'd let you.
Watch.
He's like, damn it, it keeps falling.
He wants to play with it. That's the thing. He's like, give. Or he's used to me petting him with it.
He's like, you suck at pets tonight. It's just staying still. Oh, yes. Yes, bird armor is wonderful. Dog armor, too.
Dave Totten asks, hey, Clever, did you find that white box with the Sharpie written on the side of it? Please open with Maddie and post on the net, I think it said.
Yes, and I have it. It's literally right here.
Was that the...
Actually,
that wasn't the Christmas one, because that was...
No, it's this...
Because I know Dave's been asking for... Dave's asking for a while.
Yeah, it's been sitting literally right here for when we're on live streaming. I think you just moved it when you did a quick...
If it was anything that looked like mail...
In this vicinity.
Then it's on the... It's to your right. They're all in a pile. On the top.
Yeah.
Your bird...
No, where...
Captain Shadette on the top. It is next to the row of books that I put.
Yeah, but we gotta wait till you're
no, I
here
dropped your bell.
too. It's a together thing is the issue. So
we're
gonna be together in the new studio very soon, and then I swear.
Yeah, it'd be cool to open it with.
It has been sitting here.
Yeah, because he asks like nearly every stream.
I'll tell you, and I think I don't know if I've told you before. I cut open the side a little bit to make sure that it wasn't an explosive device. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Just because it was very much like, open it now, and I'm like, oh, now I'm nervous about opening it. So I just had to make sure it wasn't going to kill me, but it didn't blow up. So I'm assuming it's fine. I see it. It's right there. I will show it to the camera. I promise.
Captain Chidathi, someone sent us a letter to our characters, Fox and Crow. That was all like nicely stamped and everything. That we have to find.
So we have a letter. We have a letter from. I've been slowly writing one back, and I want you to add to it too. It's just as you traveled. I went to the mailbox and picked it up. It was from our newly tailed friend.
Yeah, he was the one asking about it. It sounded like he had sent it a while ago.
Oh, no, it's gorgeous. No, I hadn't been to the mailbox for a while because we've been running around.
Okay, so it was recent
and all that.
I had just worried that he had sent it to us like at the end of Conquest, and we had just never responded.
Yeah, no. I also think because of it being like end of year stuff and whatever, we got a lot of emails of being like, hey, time to renew your mailbox. But I didn't get the email of like, hey, something new is in your mailbox. So yeah, when I went there, I found it, and it's genuinely gorgeous. Did a beautiful job. I'm trying to position this in a way where chat won't see your address, but this is the box. Yeah. I promise you, we're ready to open it. It's right here. I'll put it right here.
We should have part of the Q&A live streams be opening whatever fan mail people send in.
We should.
Because because I feel like a lot of people want to see it be opened, and then they end up asking about it on the Q&A stream.
But yes, I want like I'm doing a handwritten note, and I want you to handwrite one back to him too.
Yeah, I'd like to.
I want it to be genuinely nice because he put so much thought into it that I didn't just want to message back on like Discord and be like, "Hey, got your message." Like I wanted it to be
fancy letter making stuff from when I was Evelyn.
Me too. Remember, we bought a whole bunch of it
from when we were Evelyn and Gareth. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, genuinely trying to make a very nice thing to send back. So I should have reached out ahead of time, though. Now that I think of it, I just wanted to be like a nice.
Or let me know, because he's been asking me about it, and I'm like, I gotta look once I'm there.
Yeah, please do send it back to him. I'll message him too, because it really was very, very thoughtful, and I'm trying to be equally as thoughtful. It's just time is time, and it's been a pain to get it all together.
Captain Chidathi says it's because what was the later one? I was reading it before. He says that your bird is sounding increasingly like a human child. He is a human child. He's my baby. And he doesn't know what he did. He doesn't think he's a bird.
Your wee little baby.
He doesn't know he's a bird. He doesn't... Yeah, you a baby.
He lives
either-
next to 2 other birds. He knows those are birds.
Yeah, and he doesn't interact with them as anything other than environment. He's like, you, in my way. He's not even like, get out of my way. He's like, I'm going there, and then they move. He's such a spoiled brat.
He is.
He either thinks that
Good thing.
he either thinks that I'm his mom or we're married.
Complicated feelings.
Yeah. Charlotte says, if we want to send fan mail, should I send it to the address on your website? Yeah, the whatever address you see, it's at the bottom of every one of our websites, and the bottom of every one of our descriptions of our videos is most of our contact information. And then we also have it on the website.
The skill tree website is partially wrong.
Is it?
There's a letter missing. It's, I only noticed it when I was sending in the last like package to Clever of stuff.
Oh yeah, it says Corner Street instead of Corner.
Yep.
I'm gonna check
Cornerstone.
I'm gonna check the description
Oh,
because
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just copied and pasted it.
In,
So it might be wrong in all of our videos.
Don't swear.
When we've been missing so much mail.
I'm sure the good people at the post office caught it, right? That's the thing
we
we do.
get some stuff, so
We do get it, yeah. Let's see if there's anything else around.
no, it's right at the bottom of our videos. So use the one at the
It is
bottom of
correct
our
on
videos.
YouTube. Yeah, I screenshotted it off of the website when
I remember someone saying something about not necessarily that, but somewhere there's an L missing on our website with the word skill tree.
Oh no.
It's not like anywhere permanent, like it's not like the web address, but it is somewhere. And now I have to remember
It's like
where so I can
It's like a
find it.
scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking. Now you got me.
So who's gonna find?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've got 4 minutes left. So we'll make a contest for next time. Y'all tell us
Or
where
this
the
time.
L is missing
Where's the
from
L
our. Yeah, if you
missing
do it
on the
now,
website?
I'd be very impressed.
Yeah, we have 4 minutes and we have 45 people. That's a lot of people. I don't remember
Right.
where, but I know it is somewhere. That there is an L missing. And
We're gonna get a call. Our traffic randomly jumps up.
Yeah.
Somewhere on all the patterns.
I don't remember where. I just remember someone sending me something about the website that there's an L missing in the skill tree.
The Grover Gendroni part looks great.
Thank you.
Oh, you did a good job. It's so pretty.
People are liking the idea of opening the mail or anything we get on the live streams.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think that's a great idea. And thank you. First package I sent you, the shipping label fell off at the local post office and they called me for the address. That's awesome that they called you. Yeah, I guess I just don't give them as much credit in my locals because I feel like it would just be lost forever. And they're like, well, it wasn't there, so we own it now. That's unfair. I'm sure they're lovely. I'm sure they're fine.
What have you got
If
against
I've
the post
lost mail,
office?
I won't know it. No, it's my general New England bitter feelings towards everybody. Just how I roll. I assume you're probably as grumpy as I am.
Oh.
You fixed the spelling mistake in the store.
He doesn't like it when I make noises like that.
I didn't know there was a store spelling mistake on a monkey's paw. Is there a monkey's paw mistake?
Oh, that might
Is there a
have
monkey's paw in the store?
monkey paw. It says Fingler.
Oh.
Yeah, it says Fingler pattern for the cursed monkey paw build.
That must be the L you're talking about. It is
Maybe.
It's a fingler. No. I think I specifically called them finglers during the video. I'm pretty sure that was my funny little jest, and I thought it'd be equally funny to write it down, not thinking in the future maybe somebody hasn't seen that video and they think I'm just slow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly. Yeah, because I was watching. There's a girl on YouTube called Emma Thorne, and she makes fun of the finglers that AI likes to add, like the extra fingers, or how AI has a lot of trouble with fingers.
Oh, the 6th, 7th, and 8th fingers that you'll see in AI generated.
She calls those extra ones finglers. So I just stuck with it's stuck in my brain space as every time I'm doing a funny finger thing, they're finglers. So yes, that is that. All right, that puts us right up against here. Do we have any last minute questions? Anything anybody wants to get off their chest?
I would say with Dragon not being here because he normally does the big pitch.
Oh yeah, someone's gotta pitch people to join the Patreon.
Yeah, it's like
Look at this bird. Look at this bird belly. Look at this bird belly.
Stop interrupting our pitch.
Oh, I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't forget we do have the Skill Tree Patreon. If you want to be like me, the weird disembodied voice in the background that gets to chill and talk directly with Maddie and Clever, you can join at the Journeyman tier or higher, and you get to do this once a month. It's great. So come do it with us.
Wraither's like,
you did do your part pitching the Discord.
Wraither's like, I did the Discord part. Yeah, Wraither's in charge of our Discord.
Thank you, Eric. We are incredibly horrible at the business, and we never pitch our own stuff. So we appreciate it. We do.
We just dork about, and somehow this is partially our job.
Yeah, which is cool. Yeah, I always forget that this is a thing we do like for our job too. Like just sitting there drinking whiskey and chatting.
It is my job.
It is your it's your 100%
I hear now.
your job. This is what your thing is. Yeah, you've moved to do this thing.
It's like it's great. The channel's at 226,000 subscribers. I'm sure there is ad revenue coming in. I know you guys have sponsors, but just as a reminder for everyone else, this is not Mr. Beast. There is not huge amounts of money coming in, so every dime you guys throw in keeps the channel running.
It really does, especially considering like how things add up. I think Patreon has always been the most consistent, like what keeps the channel going and what helps the channel grow, because everything else is very inconsistent, so we can't really plan around it.
Yeah, no, at this point we got an office, and
me.
Maddie is full time, and then we got all the materials
get Kit full time, guys.
To buy. Yeah, at this point.
Imagine all the cool stuff he could do if he had more than a weekend.
I think I make like what is it, like a 200 a month or something? I think I pull out of there.
250 actually.
I make I got a raise.
No, you started with 50 and then you forgot you were transferring it to yourself once a month. So then we added on the 200, and then later on we're like, "What's this $50 draw?" And we're like, "Ah, you can keep it."
Thanks.
Yep. So as I say, we want Clever doing this full time. We love his content. We love what he does. So.
Yeah. I'll be doing it anyways. But if you can give something, that's awesome. If you can't, watching the videos is
sharing
more
them
than enough. I think that's wonderful. Yeah,
especially when they first come out.
Yeah.
Sharing it when they first come out is probably the best thing you can do that isn't anything monetary.
100% the best thing you can do. That would be immensely appreciated, and love you for it. Love you for it anyways. Thank you for watching and for hanging out with us. Super appreciate it.
Gregorian Cat says, have proceeds go toward LARP. You assume that they don't. Like all proceeds work toward everything that we do, including the potential of running a LARP in the future.
Yeah, man, like all the money we spend on, like, we spend a good chunk of money on Conquest. That would definitely get a little closer to being full time. But again, I'm fairly comfortable doing what I'm doing. Like, if I was doing this full time, that'd be awesome. I'd rather be doing that, honestly. But I do like the work I do, and I'm comfortable. So I like making stuff that you guys can participate in things and get to learn stuff and have fun. So yeah,
I want to build an empire.
My thought. Yeah.
Dragon more people.
Love to be full, but yeah.
Indoctrinate them.
All right. Yeah, as soon as you win the lottery, man, and just watch the videos,
Worship
like right
the
when they come out, watch the whole
bird belly!
thing. Hear 'em, it's great.
Bird
Oh my God,
belly!
worshipping.
Worship the bird belly!
All right, I'm leaving. I'm going to have dinner. Love you
Okay.
all. Thank you
Mwah.
for joining us.
Good night, peoples of the world.
Good night, all.